Hey everybody, the great Pikmin 679 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Legends ZA. Last time we got our aiming wish granted, and the infinite ZA Royale was born out of our wishes. And now that we've tried our hand at the infinite ZA Royale, Elle came by Hotel Z and spoke about Pokemon with several types of the one that gives and the one that takes. So now we're going to see... Greedy little imbecile! So I give him more budgets at the Wild Zones because now that we're ahead with the tourists? We can't have it now without more funding! This idiot mayor is going to be the death of me! Sure, things in Prison Tower have calmed down at last, but that doesn't mean there aren't other threats to Lumiose. The signs of Ordale. We're going to talk to Lumiose and... We're going to talk to Mabel and Grisam about these Pokemon with these very specific ephitets. Well, look who's here, the finest researcher in the entire Mabel staple. You must have something pretty annoying to ask me if you've come all the way to my office, right? Well, last night I did mention something. Here we go again. Even after years on the straight and narrow, I still can't escape my past. Alright, I guess I can't avoid it forever, so I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I know. There's a pair of legendary Pokemon in the Kalos region. The one that takes, otherwise known as ephitets, and the one that gives, usually called Xerneas. I know quite a bit about you two, since Team Flare tried at capturing them both. Listen, I'm about to say something important, so I need you to pay attention here, kid. We've been getting some strange readings lately from the Wild Zones around town. If I had a positive theory, I'd say it's almost like these areas have been bathed in Xerneas' life energy. And in every Wild Zone we've detected these weird readings, we've seen a certain kind of Pokemon appearing without fail. They're alpha Pokemon, but not the usual kind. Something's not right about them. These anomalous alphas have to be connected somehow to Xerneas, to the one that gives. And even if they aren't, I guess we still have to take care of them. Alphas always spell danger. I'm sure you can tell where this is going, right? Your new research task is to catch or defeat the anomalous alphas in Wild Zones 3, 5, and 9. Now get to it! Okay. I guess while we're here, we might as well talk to Grisam about it and at least start the tedious task of doing it instead of just saving them all for separate episodes. The only thing good thing we've got out of office on location. You for another nice drink? Whistle, I do wish you wouldn't be quite so candid in your sales pitch. What? See the whole dang city with him. You think we still need to down ceremony? So what do you want today? Same old 5 last post? I want the one that takes. Ah, you speak of the legendary Pokemon, Ephitets and Xerneas. Never thought I'd hear those names again. Thanks for yet another reminder of all the ways we messed up back in our Team Flare days. If you're facing either of those two, we'll help out. I hate the aftertaste of failure. Indeed. But if you aim to take on a legendary Pokemon, I think it would be wise to reach out to the good people of Cosarticos first. Meet us at the Cosartico Wake building. Discussing this further without there won't get us anywhere, believe me. Here you are. We'd heard from Grisam that we would soon be expecting you. And I have an update of my own. Our teams recently detected some sort of flying object approaching Lumiose City. We have since determined that this object is most likely the legendary Pokemon Ephitets. Ephitets is a real nasty piece of work, and then he took out a whole Team Flare unit on its own back when we tried to capture it to use for the ultimate weapon. And that was when it was in its dormant state, mind you. We did finally manage to contain it thanks to the efforts of the very best trainers of that Team Flare had to offer, including our former admin Malva. There's a Malva mentioned for today. If our forces hadn't been so depleted by that foolish campaign, I doubt those children would have ever reached the ultimate weapon to stop it. This time, Cosartico Inc. will be stepping in to help you so you don't end up similarly overwhelmed. What kind of help, Vinny? You see, Team Flare had a device that they used to train some of their team members. It was a battle simulator that could fully recreate Pokemon using holotech, down to the details of how they moved and the effects of their attacks. Grissom and Guseo Hale had both experienced it for themselves, so we asked for the input. And built ourselves an improved version. Yes, we had to train against such a device back then as Team Flare's future leaders. But the monstrosity Chrysodicos made it even worse than what Team Flare had to come up with. Making it the perfect tool with which to train for a great challenge such as this. Koi, I would like to battle you. I would like to ask you to battle once more against Victory Bell, Lucha, and Tyranitar in the World Mega Evolved states. The device is kept in the lower levels. We call it our World Mega Evolution Simulator 3000. If you'll follow me, please. And everybody's favorite World Mega Evolution Simulator 3000. We can stay over to battle against the World Mega Evolution Simulator for me. Which World Mega Evolution Simulator would you like to battle? How about a Hulucha? Very good. Then it's the best of luck in your battle against it. Oh, I'm doing this all on my own. I have no help in this. Well, just hoping all this goes well. Oh, it's over 70. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Degradation, Fox Glow. Calm Mind. Psychic. Boom Blast. Psychic. Boom Blast. Calm Mind. Psychic. Jesus. Don't mind that retreat. I retreat. The time's gone to Mega Evolve, honestly. Ow. Psychic. Boom Blast. Ow. Psychic. Boom Blast. Psychic. Boom Blast. Psychic. Boom Blast. Kangangi. Psychic. Boom Blast. Ow. Calm Mind. Psychic. Boom Blast. Psychic. Nice, very nice. Boom Blast. Psychic Cross. There we go. Did it all on my own. A astounding victory. I just picked up an S of you, of course. Which Pokemon would you like to take on next? Nah, I'm about to victory about next. Alright, I'm gonna have to take more constant this one, because I'm not active just since we're doing the times for the freaking acid pools all up. Psychic. Mystical Fire. Psychic. Mystical Fire. Calm Mind. Psychic. Mystic Fire. Make it evolve. Psychic. Mystical Fire. Psychic. Mystical Fire. Just keep it up, just stay very close to it, even if it's gonna be rather painful to take all these physical attacks. Force Thorn. Mystical Fire. Psychic. Don't mind. Mystical Fire. Ow. Psychic. Mystical Fire. Ow. Psychic. Mystical Fire. Ow. Alright, there we go. Enough free room now. Mystical Fire. Ow. Calm Mind. Psychic. Mystical Fire. Make it evolve. Psychic. Mystical Fire. Calm Mind. Psychic. Mystical Fire. We're trying to finish it off. There we go. It was on a victory. And now there's only one Pokemon remaining. Good old Tyranitar. Alright, let's do this. I've only got like 2 Mons at best. Maybe even 3 at best, but that's it's kind of difficult. It's always low substantial that it's going to summon. Alright. Blade. Rain. That's powered. Big Drain. Deep Blade. Dazzling Gleam. Giga Drain. Deep Blade. Burst Power. Mega Evolve. Deep Blade Plus. Giga Drain Plus. So I say Giga Drain Plus. That's all you have, girl. Blade. Giga Drain. Dazzling Gleam. Deep Blade. Giga Drain. Deep Blade. Giga Drain. Dazzling Gleam. Deep Blade. Giga Drain. Just doing the same old. Dazzling Gleam. Deep Blade. Giga Drain. Just take the head right out of power. Deep Blade. Giga Drain. Jesus. Turn him out. Okay. We're good. Blade. Ow. Happy Potion. There's power outside. Jesus. Giga Drain. Dazzling Gleam. Don't oppose it. There's power. Force Dawn. Blade. Giga Drain. Mega Evolve. Deep Blade Plus. Giga Drain Plus. Dazzling Gleam Plus. Keep spamming these three moves. This power takes a while, so I'm just going with as fast as I can here. Deep Blade. One more hit to finish it off. Superbly done, as was to be expected from one of our first ever ZA Warrior champions. You are truly impressive to have so soundly defeated 3 Mega Force Pokemon on your own, even if they were simulations. I guess it was pretty impressive. Yes, what is it? Understood. So the flying object we believe to be a photon has finally reached the borders of Lumio City. Please notify nearby residents. Civilians should be put on alert. I suppose you overheard all that you needed to. Your photo has arrived. It appears to be headed for the roof of the Rogue District's Galerie de la Lune. Your photo is said to be able to restore life force. It represents death itself. Meaning that simply defeating a battle won't be enough. You don't just recover and fly into a rage. You absolutely have to catch it to control it. Okay, this is a lot more straightforward than... Well, I mean, the other one was straightforward too, but, capturing alphas is going to be a whole different thing with those ones. So what is this ring? It's like, it probably might be like the one where I found like the alpha was at one point or whatever. I'm not done. I just gotta remember to path up that thing. Can't even climb from in. What I'm saying, I can't even climb from in. That's a no-go. Oh, this is the obstacle course, of course. Man, ouch. I just gotta spawn myself. I don't know what happened there. Game mechanic doesn't make it. Not every Pokemon game is perfect, and I'll gladly admit that. Even as I bought my eyes on enjoy, and it's just. So I appreciate the game for all the good it brought to the table, but man, that was some next level bullshit. Like, what the fuck happened there? Did I get like stuck in between that or something like this? I'm not even sure anymore. Sure, man, buying those pluses, buying those gold pluses is actually a great idea now. I'm getting a lot of freaking money out of this. Holy fuck. Also, that side was the now destroyed Prism Tower. It's just, man. What the fuck is tuning has been indeed. Hello, Petrat. Good day to you. Please don't mind me as I am making my way up above to deal with a certain deadly threat. I'm going this way. I gotta do it that way, fucking. I was doing it the possibly right method the whole time. But fuck you, I'm doing it my own way. Whee! Oh yeah, this was why I found that out for Waltz that one time. Makes sense. Wait. If I was a flying bird of death and destruction, where would I come from? Catchy photo. Let's do this. We've detected Ephot's life force. I suppose you must have found it. Ephot is an extremely dangerous Pokemon. I trust you would take care. And you know you gotta catch it, right? It's a big job, but you ought to be up to it. There's the theme! There's the theme I've been waiting for! There's the theme with the legendary Pokemon! We're not in some grand battle station, but we're not in some grand random specific battle from the previous, but my god, oh god, this is everything. Bum bum banana, bum bum banana, bum bum banana, banana. Do we give us taking all the hits here? Hyper potions. The Lord I can basically do this all day. We take iframes around here, Veltol. Things have changed. Things are big and change. Moon Blast. Let's take a fire. One last Moon Blast. Dang. That was truly effective, but none of us will be able to succeed unless you catch it. We can't let us not running mad. Hurry up and catch the thing for all our sakes. Well, it's a good thing we got fucking infinite retries on this thing. Even though this process is gonna be a little cut and repeat. This process is literally just repeating itself. I know I have to catch it, it's just I was trying to use it on Ultra Ball. My chances of fucking slim was Ultra Ball in Legendaries, you know? So, I guess this is now the point in time where I cut to any attempts to try out a capture refilter, so, good to me, take it away. No, this is a terrible time to actually make a profit into it, because it can be considered weak to all the things it's doing now. Bum bum ba-da. This is not enough HP, but we're gonna try anyway. I'll throw it to death, hit it with freaking rocks. For the eye, forgot. Should have what? Pokemon, paralyze it, and wait for chances to catch this thing. Choose the surviving by a thread of 11 HP. He is limited by a thread. Well, was limited by a thread, you get what I mean. Elimination, quick break. Ah, second attempt failed. Taking it from the top. Again. I have a feeling I'm gonna be here all night if this keeps up. If I'm able to, like, if I do fail to capture this, I'll probably bring in a Pokemon that has Thunder Wave, so we'll have a better chance of, you know, actually trying to capture this thing. Thank you, Total Drift, for doing all that nonsense for me. That's real appreciated. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Ba-dum. Ice Flames, screw it all. Doing all the Ice Flame stuff. Ice Flames. Shut up, yeah, okay, I figured. Oh, don't waste the max survive. Yeah, I tried. Okay. Ow. Okay, let's try Thunder Punching this thing. Who knows, maybe we'll land the paralysis. Nope. Ain't trying. Keep trying. I'll get it eventually. Okay, now it's angry. There we go! Ah, that actually didn't take long as that didn't take as long as I thought it would be. You never stop surprising me. To think that you would be able to conquer even a Veltal. I'm kinda surprised myself. Perhaps it's true that wanting to Perhaps it's true that wanting something too much clouds the vision, setting one down path that lead only to defeat. What are you going on about now, Quiz? Nothing at all. I was just thinking how wonderful it would be to have a serious battle against a friend here who has subdued Lumios's mightiest Pokemon. Seriously, if there's a point here, would you mind getting to it? My point is that my old fixation upon restoring our honor held me captive to the past. And now I'm focused wholly on becoming the greatest I can be. The better goal, I'd rather think. Yeah, I guess. Nothing wrong with that, huh? I prefer the look on your face when you're focused on battle. You almost look good. I think I also maintain a nice express when I am dealing with our customers. Speaking of which, are we all ready for a nice coffee break? Alright, one piping hot cup full of pops to you. I swear it's not just break that we can sell today. Alright, that's the one that takes. Thanks for the free force, Lord. Alright, now it's time to get those alpha Pokemon in those specific areas. Yeah, I need a reminder. I was stuck doing another thing. 3, 5, and 9. Thank you. I just needed to remind me, but I was a little distracted with having to catch one of the other birds. One of the other birds? One of the legendary Pokemon, I can talk. I don't think a huge difference right away. This Diddix shouldn't be here. And I would much rather catch a Steelix than have to wait till I find a Metal Coat. So the sooner I find one, the better. I was not about a promise at the stage, but here we are. Seriously? This is ridiculous. The timing you have is ridiculous. Ow. Okay, we got one. You did well, Slocky. Alright, Wild Zone 5 would be right over... Well, I guess I don't have to go looking for... Don't have to go looking for a spare... Yeah, a spare Dawnstone after all. I can just catch this Gallade. Ow. Jesus. Blast. Jesus Christ. Even when evening. Jesus, I had time about this. I realize I don't have anything against this thing. At least not much. I might just wait things out a bit. It really is just wanting to sword stance a lot, huh? Not the best one, thing. Well, I can't say I didn't help but try. Again, it deals a lot of physical damage, so just hardly what I can do about that. Not the Bellsprout. X-Scissor. Fall out. Maybe this will help. Okay, now that's catch. Okay, there we go. Alright, Wild Zone 9. Lily over here. Now that I think about it, it's probably like safe, just in case. I have been making progress. This one is likely on the rooftop, if anything. I mean, probably not, but we'll see. More than likely the better it is on the rooftops, though. This place feels too crowded otherwise. Climbing up a ladder. Trying to see where this anomalous alpha Pokemon is. Right, copy. I'm not making but I did not get this TM before. I didn't like a power punch before, that would have felt like a lot. Oh, jeez. Yeah, everything, there's too much going on at the moment. Can you give me a moment? I see that fan go up there, that's the anomaly. There we go, and now for Meowstic. Cubs were making me see things. They don't want to particular, they were just making me see things. I was absolutely heard the shiny noise. If one of those would have been the shiny, so I just thank for that. Hey, buddy. I'm here to capture you. Ow. Boom blast this panda. Ah. And there we go. That's all Phoenix been caught. Time to go return to Mabel as soon as I can. Since I fear for this battle. I'm free! I can warp him in there now! Woof! I'm back! And here's my little star researching. See, tackling my task has trained you up to handle just about anything, wouldn't you say? Now then, looking at the data you collected, we're basically headed for disaster! Certainly, it's one that gets eyes. This is beyond a doubt drawing close to Lumio City. We could probably infer that the crisis with the tower triggered this behavior. The excessive mega power from the tower caused rogue mega evolution, and if Xerneas shows up, something similar could happen again. I mean, it has commanded basically an unlimited pool of life energy. There's only one way to make sure we avoid another disaster. Xerneas must be caught. It looks on track to appear in Wild Zone 11. And once it appears there, it'll be a problem for some outstanding trainer to deal with. By which, obviously, I mean you, not me. And I will say it again. Every character has just grown on me, even from the past days of X and Y. Like, I kind of sort of paid no mind to the named grunts because they were all just wearing white outfits and masks, so it was kind of hard to really put much of an identity to them. Although, granted, one could still possibly mold the personality and stuff. I don't know. I've kind of started liking Maple. I mean, I've done so since the beginning of the game, but still. I would have to push it outside, because of course I would have to push it outside. Why would it have to be on this side? No, it has to be specifically on the other side, because I don't know, more room to fight, I guess. And I still gotta do all these side quests. Like, I know at some point I have to do it later on, it's just... I just want to get Zygarde. Because kind of the whole point of the game here, it's kind of based on Zygarde at this point. Like, sure, Xerneas and Ephitets are all important, but... Man, I kind of want to see Zygarde again. I miss it. I miss them so much. Dear Cernius. As I get to 7. Hi. What's this, man? Looks like you've been in contact with a target. You're up against Cernius, one of the legendary Pokemon in the Kalos region. We need you to catch that thing. Cernius, the legendary mascot of Pokemon X. And one of the first fairy legendaries in the entire game, because Pokemon X and Y was the first game to introduce fairy types. It's gonna keep poison jabbing, because that's effective. Geomancy. Didn't even have to wait for a turn. That's most of it has just waste up like that. Bum bum ba-dum. Sword stance. Poison jab. Poison jab. And that was not the first time. Okay. I figured it wouldn't be just first time. Jeez, kid, that was really impressive. But don't forget that Xerneas has power over life itself. It will come for no time, so hurry up and catch it before it causes us even more trouble. Back again into the flow of things. Future me, you know what to do. Heal up. Mega Evolve. Sword Stance. Poison Jab. One out. Heal up. X-Scissor. Poison Jab. Hey. The second try! I didn't even have to... Why did Cernius take that much sort of a time? Of course, my favorite letter has to make things more difficult, just for extending the video length itself, of course. Ding ding ding, you sure did it. And to the victor goes the spoils, meaning, congrats, you guys have a legendary Pokemon. Seriously, great work. When we found Cernius 5 years ago, it was basically dormant in a tree-like state. It was a lot easier to secure like that compared to what you just had to do. But even then, you could feel the life force just roiling around it. I've been researching Pokemon's life energy for ages, and I was still overwhelmed by that feeling. Seeing Xerneas again after all this time, it's quite something. But look at me, still stuck here, forbidden from traveling around freely or leaving into meals. Then there was all that mess energy leaking from the tower and powering up wild Pokemon. That energy is probably even what caused all these wild Pokemon to flock to the city we want to taste. In short, things have been rough. But somehow we've managed to prevent even more trouble from spawning the Pokemon here. Looking at it that way, it's nice to know that my work for Team Flare wasn't a total waste. And you still haven't finished all the research tasks I wanted you to do for me either. Yep, there's still that for me to do, so plenty more work for me to do. So maybe you can take a breather for today, but I'm still trying to get that work done. Alright, bring up both the Ferrotor and Xerneas now. What next? Me running away from that alpha fluid, sir. Next time, let's play Pokemon Legends CA. We're gonna figure out what to do next. See you guys then. Well, that was honestly... That was the most anticlimactic chase scene ever. Well, I never think I was ever gonna cliffhanger on this. I'm just gonna go to Hotel Z.